Hello. If you probably know, I love The Substance. Easy one of the favorite movies of all time. Midsummer came close second, but The Substance, easy one of my best movies of all time. I mean, yeah, I know that because body horror was hasn't been for quite some time, and he's back, and I think the reason The Substance was mm, what's to be the best movie of 2024 because more I need the reason why The Substance was becoming a classic, and because I know that movie was probably going to be a failure because of Demi Moore's career, but yet it returned. It were I think Demi Moore's career was return of a career. But the reason I check on and I reason I like to say is it was a masterpiece. It was a body horror classic. So I give it an IMDb product synopsis. A famous celebrity takes an black market drug, a psychotropic substance that temporarily creates a younger, better of himself. So that's why I describe this movie, and this is mostly the movie about her uh, actress turned fitness instruction and TV host Elizabeth Sparkle, played by Demi Moore, has was fired after her 50th birthday. Actually, Demi Moore was 16 at the film of this movie, or whatever. It's actually early 16s, but whatever. And he got hit, but he got fired. He get hit by a car crash, uh, and he went to hospital. And someone, um, someone, he was sent to a. And the question he wouldn't want, and someone gave a fresh type of the substance known as the substance. It was basically a younger and more beautiful and more perfect version of himself. And he went to and he tend taking the drug and roofed it all out, and eventually into turned into the younger version of himself named Sue, played by Margaret Qualley, and he was become and things and he's been become a finished discussion like it were her older self, and the rest in it. And it's I probably give spoilers of that stuff, but this is might be the best movie of all time. But that's what I know. But things could be bad when her older self would become more and more problems, and he become like type of person that like the and like the problem her turn to no less version of that her older self. So that's what I know, and I get the spoilers of that more, so we not talk about it. Anyway, I think The Substance is might be the best movie of 2024. Hear me out. I know that movie is probably going to be the boy horror movie, and I think the French director Colin Frégin, whatever the hell it is, Colleen is made a one film before called Revenge, and I haven't seen it, but I got rave reviews, and it even distributed in US by Neon, a young unknown studio called Neon. It's basically A24, but more creator film studio like many filmmakers appearing. But this movie is distributed by Movie. The streaming service was originally in the streaming service for cinephiles, but now a venture to film distribution in wake of the success of the international release of Sofia Coppola's Godzilla, as well as other films like Luca Guadagnino's Queef and the Bird movie starring Barry Keoghan of Suburb fame. But I have to say this probably this movie is originally went to distributed by Universal Pictures, but under partnership with Working Title Films. However, this movie, but Universal dropped out for obvious reasons because of this movie was too scary. It's like watching David Cronenberg's on acid trip, but I think those might be released under Focus Features label banner, but that never happened. But I think this isn't Blumhouse film, I guess. But eventually, and especially the international sales subsidiary, the Match Factory, distributing over in the different kind of countries in U.S., Canada, UK, Germany, Netherlands, and any other Latin America countries. But sorry, but this part that I think the sub Colleen was is a really good job of make this film. I think the writer Colleen too, but I think this reason where I love that movie. But I think that Demi Moore's performance is the best, along with Mark Qualley, of course, because he's a beautiful between the cat separate the been two different personalities, Elizabeth Sparkle and Sue. The feminist is probably becoming different. Many people felt more like last year had Barbie movie. This year is different. Feminist is not a woke. Many woke YouTubers like Geeks a Gamer, Nerdtronic, and any others, people complain that woke culture is not over. But because feminist is about all you people and not any just the people and anything that feminists are literally not calling and woke culture or cancel culture, but many all alone is a movie is basically all the people that want the feminist of women in the between the art, and that's why the substance is all about. And the movie was pretty much described as the uh, Hollywood acid trip on fitness trainer, and this is why. And now the feminist is not a people care about the feminine about fitness trainer. Like same goes with Jay Fonda, but you know how it went. But I think that the substance was going to be a masterpiece, and it also stars Dennis Quaid in a low point of career, but after her saving careers, like he might have get a paycheck of a role in this movie. Like I don't know, like many other A-listers had the paycheck, like Mel Gibson, Sylvester Stallone, or Dolph Lundgren, or Jean-Claude Van Damme, but there's not anyone that paycheck actors that want to do a thing. Like many A-listers when they gave paycheck to doing this movie, but and who to forget, Mickey Rourke too. But who care? But many A-listers had a paycheck to do movies that like doing these kind of stuff. So that's what no. But I think then Dennis Quaid still does show as Harvey. If you that's a TV excited. That was a literally that it was the best. This he's stealing that show because the pot wants to be craziest character you ever seen on this bio horror movie besides David Lynch. But that I always love that. But the reason this but the only reason but I think that I respect the substance. Easily one of the greatest movie of all time. I think the respect Demi Moore's career was probably highest lows after post GI Jane. I think Demi Moore's career was probably gone resurgence in a way. Like a few months ago, he appeared in the Feud miniseries alongside Naomi Watts and the further '80s actress Molly Ringwald. It's got a decent reviews, but I think this But I even accept. I even think Demi Moore's career was probably gone to become the A-list once again. There's many nostalgia 80s and 90s audience that want the nostalgia people wants to bring A-list back. But in order, another except, and also Margaret Qualley was becoming the upcoming actress. You've probably seen in the couple of films like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and especially a Netflix miniseries made alongside her mother, Andy McDonald, as well, and a few Yuka's Latte Mundo's film, back-to-back films. The Poor Things had a brief cameo, and Kind of Kindness. The latter will have a lead role or supporting role. But I think this reason becoming the next young actress like Zendaya, Anita Joy, Florence Pugh, or any of the main actors like um, Barry Keoghan or uh, Jacob Erod and Tiffany Chalamet. But this pretty much Margaret Qualley is for become the next kind of young actress like this. And he even also appeared in the next film called Happy Gilmore 2 alongside Anna Sandler because he said in the interview in the Tonight Show uh, with Jimmy Fallon. So there's that. So I think that I think this movie should be I win the Oscar for Best Picture, Best Actress for Demi Moore, Best Supporting Actress for Margaret Qualley, Best Supporting Actor from Dennis Quaid, Best Director, Best Writer, Best all that stuff. But I think this is not turned to GI Jane 2 debacle, but like anything like say because GI Jane 2 was probably not GI Jane he's Jamie Moore starring in, and then many people pissing off Will Smith, including Will Smith. He slapped Chris Rock and made a joke about that. So and he shall keep your what's name on your fucking mouth. So that's what I know. So but I hope this movie and all the other film like another one starring Quaddy's co-star of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Mikey Madison, no relation. And I see between this and Owen which should be front runner of the Oscar Best Picture Oscar for Oscars for Best Picture, but I think this is going to be a computer failure. But I think between the substance and neon and Alwan, this is going to be a turning point of cinema, if you pretty much. So, long story short, the substance is a masterpiece. Please make more of this movie. Please do what you want. Go see the movie. It's on in theaters before streaming on movie this Halloween. And for God's sake, you are one. You're only one. And you never, please, in the words of the narrator of that movie, have you ever dreamt of a better version of yourself? You, only better in every way. And you gotta try this new product. It changed my life. The substance.